Andrea Sloan, the director of the Texas Advocacy Project and the woman who fought a tireless campaign for better access to life-saving drugs, has died after a 7.5-year battle with ovarian cancer. We first started investigating Andrea's story last August when she was fighting for an experimental drug, one her doctors believed could save her life or prolong it. But the drug's manufacturer, BioMarin, refused to allow Andrea to take the drug, saying it was just too early in the clinical trial process. So Andrea Sloan waited another 2 months before an anonymous drug company granted her compassionate use of their experimental drug. While her doctors were hopeful, her health continued to decline, and Sloan died Wednesday evening of complications from pneumonia. But she was determined, even in her final months, to keep fighting for compassionate use reform, to change the law for terminally ill patients who need experimental drugs to live.
No one should have to beg for a drug that potentially extends his or her life. I probably needed my drug 2 months before I was able to get it, and that 2 months would have made the process a lot easier for me. So for all these reasons, I hope that we can all work together and try and come up with something meaningful that works for everyone.
Today, Andrea's mother, Karen, had this message for the thousands of people who rallied around Andrea's fight. She said, "To say she left an imprint on our hearts is an understatement. We will miss her presence here on earth immeasurably. But we are blessed to know her indomitable spirit will live on in your memories and through the actions you take to continue the work she championed." Andrea Sloan touched so many lives as the director of the Texas Advocacy Project. It's a nonprofit that helps victims of domestic violence. She was 45 years old and would have celebrated her birthday on January 23rd. Online at KXAN.com, you'll find all of our stories about Andrea Sloan. And tonight at 6, we'll look back at how she impacted the Central Texas community and inspired an army of people to fight for better access to life-saving drugs.